Oh man, the club-goers series is my most successful album series, and this is like my best one. All my fans are telling me that. I'm getting a whole lot more exposure. A lot of other people and rappers are just up and following me since this album came out. You know what I'm saying? So I know it's making noise because it's going.
I was watching the rollout. This is a real different rollout with like the photo shoots and all that.
Yeah,
What was the thought going into that?
Man, I was just trying to do something different, man. Like, it's a social media world we living in. You know, the normal telling somebody an album's gonna come out for 2 or 3 months ahead of time, it's not really the element of surprise today, you know. So I was like, let me try something different, never been done before. Do a picture track listing. You know what I'm saying? And just have a picture that describes each song, you know what I'm saying, for every song. And everybody liked that. It's still on my Instagram right now. I wanted to create a real life simulation. Did I say that right? Simulation, whatever.
Simulation.
Yeah. Where the fans can listen to the song and go to the picture and look at it at the same time. So I'm going to do that for every album from now on.
So can I ask, like, this is our first time formally meeting. I've seen you multiple times in passing, but
Okay.
there was one track that went a little viral on Twitter and Instagram where you mentioned another Houston artist.
Oh.
Can you explain that about Astroworld?
Oh, man, I was just speaking on just some fake stuff he did, man. You know what he did, man. Let me get this straight, though. Astroworld means a lot to everybody in the city, whoever went there before. So it wasn't a situation that I was mad that he made an Astroworld album. My thing was, I was the first person to make an Astroworld concept album. And my thing is, if you were gonna do that, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? You've been following me, we've been DMing and chopping it up. You could have just said that, you know what I'm saying? But not on a, I want you to ask me type thing. It's just you could have told me. Like, me and Power Wow had this conversation. Power Wow was like, man, a couple years ago, I was going to make an Astroworld album, but I knew if I ever was to do that, I'd have to holler at you, BeatKing. You have to make some beats on it or something. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is, man. You know, he's still calling rappers about me. You know what I'm saying? He just called Maxo Cream. Maxo Cream FaceTime me. Travis Scot just called me, dog. Well, he want to know what's going on. I'm like, man, he know what's going on, man.
So you know that he knew you had that out. Like, it ain't no way around that.
He been following me since 2014. He knew. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, he just was just like, the way he moving, you know, it's funny. You know what I'm saying? He's calling around the city trying to see if I'm 100 and I'm solid, and you know, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And it's just funny, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, some rappers be like, man, hey, no, don't get blackballed, don't get black. I'm like, man, I can't get blackballed from something he wasn't never invited to, and that's the hood.
I was just about to ask you that too. With him being like such a large artist, do you feel like?
I'm not worrying about, like, I'm solid, like, it ain't never been a club-goer before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am BeatKing. Like, it's strippers walking up to me now saying stuff like, BeatKing, you raised me, you the reason that I'm doing this. Like, no, seriously, like,
you got stripper children.
Like, yeah, like, man, I've been listening to you since I was 13, and you're the reason. I'm like, whoa, I don't know how to take that, but thank you, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know how to, you know what I'm saying? But like, at the end of the day, man, it's like, these rappers, you can't really get caught up in trying to make these rappers happy. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never made music for rappers. I do it for my fans. These rappers don't like me, man. Like, you can go to my Instagram right now, go to the comments right now. There's not no rappers in the comments leaving fire emojis and 100 emojis like, yeah, BeatKing, go, we're supporting you. Like, these rappers don't like me. Hell, like,
I heard the outro, so I already know how you feel.
When I go out on stage, these females get naked and put stuff in their mouth. These rappers are not gonna like me because they don't understand, like, how, like, they don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? What's crazy about these rappers that be hating, you go to their shows, like, these street rappers, it ain't nothing but dudes. Like, you know, they ain't nothing but dudes in the crowd, like the hardest street rappers.
On stage,
like the hardest, like, thug dudes, ain't nothing but dudes, just sweaty dudes staring up at you like, man, you the realest out. Nah, I'm good, man. You go to my show, ain't nothing but freaks and strippers. Now all these rappers don't like me, man.
Facts.
I mean,
And
I don't,
vegetables.
then vegetables.
know
I mean,
what I'm saying?
I don't like to present problems without solutions. So going back to Travis Scott, how can he make it right with BeatKing?
It's not even that big of a deal to me. Like it's like that song I made, it wasn't a diss to him. It was me speaking on things that were happening in my life, ways that I felt that, you know, I'm like 10 years in. I've known Hella like going on 10 years now. You're like, it's been a lot of things I've done, you know what I'm saying? Like, before me, Houston didn't have a club sound. You know what I'm saying? What you consider club music in Houston is, no, Trade the Truth. If you ain't never been screwed up. Or you had like UGK songs, Let Me See It, or Bag, Give Me 50 Feet. You had songs like that, but that was more of an older traditional sound. And before me, it wasn't really energy in the clubs like that. And after me, you got the flick of the wrists and the, you know what I'm saying, the whole sauce wave and the whole club energy now. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's no discredit to them. It's just I've done a lot of things and I've got accustomed to the stealing. I got accustomed to the hating and all that. And I just made a song like just telling everybody like, when I go out of town, I'm like Justin Bieber. Like, for real, I walk around Atlanta, BeatKing, that's the green, that dude lit, man. I go to St. Louis, oh, BeatKing, we love you, we worship you. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, man, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for real.
You
like,
feel you don't get that here?
I get that here. Don't get it messed up. It's H-Town all day. I can't go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, straight up, like, Houston love me. I'm just talking, like, more of on an industry level, like, when I feel like in Houston, I love my city to death, but it's a glass ceiling here. You know what I'm saying? You can only do so much. And I feel like when you in Atlanta and you get a regional song out there, it's going to be nationwide in 5 months.
Yeah.
You get a regional song here, you going to have some shows, couple shows here and there, but you better leave or it's going to disappear in about 5-6 months. You're going to be trying to do it again. You know what I'm saying? So it's a situation where a lot of rappers, they are content with that here. A lot of rappers, they cool with, yeah, I'm cool in Houston. I never been that way. Even in 2010, when I had a single, I would take it to Dallas, then take it to Louisiana, then Mississippi, then Memphis, and all that. I never been a local dude, but the haters in Houston who never leave Houston, they may think, oh man, you're on the radio in Houston. No, you just never leave. You don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just peeped on year 10, I'm starting to sound like the angry guy. But I'm not angry, it's just I'm just speaking on a lot of stuff now, man. You know, I used to just be real quiet about it now, but now it's like, you know, when you got people stealing stuff and they try to hide their hands.
As we are still mourning, commemorating and also pay tributes to the legendary rapper producer that is BeatKing, who passed away at the age of 39. You know, a lot has been said, a lot is being said, but of course we'll keep on remembering, you know, such legends. A man who made his name, you know, producing music. He's a man who actually was really very, very talented, and we will be actually seeing a couple of footages, his first interviews, his Instagram live streams, you know, remembering his best moments on the internet. And of course, we are going to be commemorating until when the family will come out to announce his celebration of life service ceremony, and of course him being laid to rest. So he's a man who actually produced so many tracks. He has left behind the likes of Then Leave and Scream, and born as Justin Riley, that was his original name. The stage name was BeatKing, and he actually worked in almost the entire US in different, you know, nightclubs, daytime clubs in New Orleans, in Chicago, in Miami, in so many cities. And of course, you know, he's going to be remembered, you know, because of his legacy, you know, his impact, and of course the works he has done. He's a man, like I've told you, who was born in Houston, Texas, a very huge and legendary native in his city. He was really loved, and of course so many people he influenced, and of course his influence goes beyond, you know, Houston. and as he collaborated with so many notable artists from that area, the likes of Moneybagg Yo, and then there was, I think, Moneybagg Yo. You can think about Erica Banks, 2 Chainz, and so many other big rappers. And he actually was one of those guys who never had any beef, very loved within his community, and he's survived by his 2 daughters, then plus all the huge works he did in his entire life. Rest in power, the king, that is BeatKing.